Scottish culture and tradition. What is that makes the Scottish? And if you think of Scotland or inhabitants, what is the first things that spring to mind? The story and the clans perhaps, the beautiful landscape, the castle, the big papers, the Highland Games, or it's the whiskey? Fact is that are likely to find some unique features in Scotland and these people that you won't find easily and originally anywhere else in the world. For the most outsiders, Scotland is about clans, battles, killed Tartan 88. It must be said that its image is up to a certain point valid for the Highland Gaelic area, but doesn't include the lowlands of Scotland. Although most people, and especially the tourist agents, when asked to believe that. But let's start with the typical image some of us have and deal with the other things that make the Scottish later.
Highland clans. Many years ago, the readiness of the land led to the separatation of the Highlanders into small groups called clans. Each clan was ruled by a chief, and the members of a clan claimed descent for a common ancestor. The traditional garment of the Highland clansmen is the cleat, belted plate, which is stable for climbing the raw fields. Each clan had its own colorful pattern for weaving cloth, and these patterns are called a tartan. Nowadays, the kilt is no longer a historic dress, but a national custom, proudly worn for special occasions such as wedding dress, etc.
Gaelic language. At the last census of 2011, there were almost 16,000 Gaelic speakers in Scotland, mostly confined to the Gaelic heartland, the Outer Hebrides, and the other Hebridean Island and the Northwest Coast. Although the language is in decline, there are many efforts to keep the Gaelic language and culture alive. Many schools in the west of Scotland either have a Gaelic unit or teach Gaelic as a second language.
Highland Games. Despite their name, Highland Games are held all over Scotland from spring to late autumn. They vary in size and differ in the range of event and although the most famous are at Oban, Goole, and especially Bermer, often the smaller ones are more fun. The Highland Games, probably organized in the 14th century as a means of recruiting the best fighting men for the clan chiefs, and were popularized by Queen Victoria to encourage the traditional dress, music, games, and dance of the Highlands. First royals still attend the games at Bermer. The most distinctive events are known as the heaviest, tossing the copper, putting the stone, and tossing the white over the bar, all of which require prodigious strength and skill. Tossing the crabber is the most spectacular and the most well known even in the Highland Games, when the athlete must run carrying an entire tree tongue and attempt to heave is an over and in a perfect elegant throw. Just as important as the sporting event are the piping competition for individuals and band and dancing competition where you will see your children tripping the quick intricate steps of such traditional dance as Highland Fling. When on holiday in Scotland, the Highland Games should not be missed and will give you a great insight of Scottish traditional and leave you with many memory of a great day.
Highland dress. At formal occasion, the Scots proudly wear their Highland dress, which consists of a kilt and other pieces of clothing depending on the section. The Scottish kilt is usually worn with kilt hose woolen socks turned down at the knee, often with gartered falsas and the sporran, a type of pouch, which hang around the waist from a chain or leather strap. This made the plain or embossed leather or decorated with sealskin, fur, or polished metal plating. Other accessories, which are often used, are a belt with embossed buckle, argyle jacket, a kilt pin, and the black knife worn in the top of the right house.
Food and drink. Hanging is Scotland's national dish, although a good curry comes in second and for some even in the first place. Hangings is a dish containing sheep's blood, heart, liver, and lungs, minced with onion, oatmeal, salt, spices, and salt, mixed with stock and traditional simmered in the animal's stomach for approximately 3 hours. Apart from the hangings, Scotland has many other delicious dishes on offer, and one of the most bizarre things you can buy in some Scottish fish and chips shop are beside fish and chip, of course, deep fried Mars bar. Whether this is a great or not, I'm not sure. Fact is that they are not good for your health, but seems to taste surprisingly well.
A chalet is a traditional Gaelic social gathering, usually held in the village halls and hotels, and involves playing folk music and dancing, and is very much the case today. In the old days, it was literary entertainment where stories and tales were rehearsed and recapped and songs were sung. A childhood can be good, fun, and entertaining, and you can also work on your traditional Scottish dance, which come in many forms and pitch to sweet, but the young and the old attending what is the must when you are holidaying in Scotland.
Religion. After you've spent the free day or Saturday evening partying at a sailing deck or visit one of the many pleasant pubs and bars, you are likely to find out on Sunday that religion play an important part in Scotland. The Scottish Presbyterians in the official as well as the largest church in the country, the Church of South Scotland, as it is called, claims the patronage of nearly half the population. Roman Catholic, particularly strong in the Western Highlands, make up the second largest group of worshippers.
Sports. For many overseas, tourist Scotland is renowned for being the home of golf, and many visitors are very keen to play the famous links at St Andrews in Fife. For the Scots themselves, soccer in the national passion and making England the most important goal.